Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir.
Daniel Alvarado.
It's Alvarado. I have citation charging you with domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. These are alleged to occur on or about the 19th of October. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And it's my understanding that the victim is on the line and wishes.
Can I ask a question, Your Honor?
You may.
Who's the victim?
According to the statement on this, the victim is Monica Martinez. Right,
Over 19?
Ms. Martinez, did you wish to be heard on conditions of release? Not about facts of the case, but just about conditions of release.
Yes, but I don't, that's not me because I haven't spoken to him in months. So I don't know why I'm brought in this case. So I don't know what I'm doing here.
This is October 19th. So this is from form almost
4
months ago.
I haven't spoken to him since August. Yeah, no, I have not spoken to him since August. And recently, yes, I was letting him come and eat, and he'll shower and he'll leave. But I haven't talked to him since August.
Well, this
before these few times.
This report says that something is alleged to have happened on October the 19th, but that's not what we're talking about. Okay?
Yeah, well, somebody committed fraud, and that's not okay because that was not me.
But the question is, what is your position on conditions of release? Now, there's already orders telling him not to have any contact with you.
Well, that's not right because he has a daughter that cries for him and he loves her and has been there for her. So I have no problem with him being released. Again, I will be reaching out to someone about fraud because this is insane.
Adult probation already has a hold on him, and there are other holds as well. So he's not going anywhere no matter what I
know, but I don't know if I can speak to someone to help me out with that because, as I mentioned, I have not spoken with him since August.
You,
The last two times have only
this
been.
is not the time to talk about that.
Well, it gets me angry that my daughter can't see her dad because someone wanted to put him away under my name. That's not right.
Well, there's other orders telling him not to have contact with you, so it doesn't really matter. Okay?
Well, that's not right. I have a kid with him. Control all of you kids and some conference and your email.
Well, your next court date is going to be on February the 19th with your other city court matters. Bond is $750. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. Thank you, Mr. Alvarado.
Bullshit.
Good evening, I'm Judge Chade, and you, sir, are
Simon Thomas.
Mr. Thomas. Citations charging you with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence violation of a court order alleged to have occurred on or about the 3rd of February.
Yes.
Let's see, 2 sets of charges from that date. Looks like different times. Like 3 sets, all with different times, as well as charges from the previous day. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Bond is $1,000. you post the bond, your court date's March the 4th at 2 o'clock. If you haven't posted it, you'll be seen on video on the 21st at about 1:45 or so, sometime that afternoon. You're not to have any contact with your mother. You're not to go near her residence. You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. If you're out of custody, you need to start substance abuse assessment and treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
When do I go to court again exactly?
If you're in custody,
All right, thank you, ma'am.
good evening. I'm Judge Tate, and you are
Zoe Vanderkoop.
Ms. Vanderker. I've got a couple files here for you. We have charges from May the 5th of last year for shoplifting. Report on January the
When?
January 22nd. Charges from May the 5th for shoplifting, and it looks like you were supposed to be in court on January the 22nd and did not appear, as well as having failed to appear previously. I understand.
I was in custody with my probation officer on the 22nd, and I came in here the 23rd.
Well, it looks like you were booked there on the 24th, so.
Well, my probation officer had me at a place where I couldn't leave, like what's it called? Rehab. And there was no way for me to leave. And then I came here, I think the next day or the day after. She said that she was gonna let the city court know that I was rescheduled for when I'm out of rehab. And I'm going to a 30 to 90 rehab soon now anyways, too. I don't know if they do transport from there.
Okay, so
I was in a facility, yeah.
and you're awaiting bed space?
Yeah. I'm going to the La Frontera Ranch.
Okay.
I even called the city court that morning and let them know, like, hey, I'm in a facility, I'm not able to leave. And they said, okay, well, you can come down here and reschedule when you are able to leave. And I'm like, well, I don't know when that's going to be. They said, okay, till then you have a warrant. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to fix that? And I thought they dropped the shoplifting charges because I took the felonies.
Apparently not. We'll go ahead and appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges.
Is there a way they could get hold of my probation officer to get in contact with me? Because I'm not going to be able to have a phone at the facility.
Well, no, the facility, your attorney will hopefully contact adult probation or contact the facility
Okay.
and communicate with them.
Okay.
Right. If you are out of custody, you'll need to be present on March the 17th at 9. But you don't go back to TJ Maxx or the Nordstrom Rack.
Okay. I'm just not going to any stores unless I have money.
That works too. Thank you, Ms. Vanderker.
Mostly, I think it's total one of the was mystery or introduction. It's beautiful. So it's
Good evening, I'm Ted Shade, and you, sir,
Hello, Castro.
Mr. Castro. I have a number of things here for you. Because it's citation
Good.
charging with criminal trespass on February 19th of last year at 621 East 22nd Street. I have another one charging with criminal trespass and theft at that same location on the 18th. I also have charges from criminal trespass at 110 East Pennington on February 27th of last year. Charges from September 2nd of last year for criminal trespass at 140 East 23rd. Jill, what's the status of the DOC and felony holds?
They're still active, Your Honor. He still has a bond of 750, and then the DOC will still good.
Tomorrow, right? So,
I'm going to give you an FE number, and if you'll tell me the status. CR 25001 253. Yes. Yep. say you're looking at something else? Oh. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. They already represent you on some other misdemeanors that you have. I'm going to sit this for review on February the 26th at 2 o'clock. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or other drugs. You're not to go back to 621 East 22nd, 110 East Pennington, or 140 East 23rd. All right, and someone from your attorney's office will be out. Probably Miss Graham. Or she'll talk to you over the secured line. All right, thank you.
Excuse me, but if I make bail, am I still being held on these charges?
Not
the DOC.
charges, no. What you're being
Okay.
held on are the felony
Yes.
and the DOC hold.
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Pickens is still at the hospital, so we're gonna have to continue. Oh, she's they brought her back. All right, I will have to bring her at the end then. I'll figure out where she's at, Your Honor. Lapata, I was advised, is contagious at the moment, so we're not able to bring him down. And then Pointer refused.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Good evening, I'm Afton Ulrich.
Yeah, I thought she was still out for second also, but it's sure. It's Hey, Pickens off the game. She's the second. She got that hospital.
Ms. Allred, citations here charging you with domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, alleged to have occurred early this morning.
Oh, am I supposed to speak on this?
No, I'm just, this is just a time for me to advise you of the matter.
Correct. I understand those are the charges,
Correct.
or I understand that is what I'm being charged with.
Correct. All right.
Thank you.
Your next court date is going to be. Oh, that's weird. Your next court date is going to be March the 13th at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. You'll be.
And I can fight this at court.
Yes, that'll be an arraignment date. You'll be released.
Understood.
And promise to appear. Conditions of release include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, not returning to your mother's work residence. You can go back once with a law enforcement escort to pick up your belongings. You need to look into obtaining a behavioral health and a substance abuse assessment and following any treatment recommendations.
Okay, that all sounds wonderful.
All right. You may have contact with your mother, but you're not to go to her residence or workplace. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You go downstairs, go downstairs, see what the females. Yeah, solo? Yes. We're up.
Hello.
Good evening. I'm Jeff Shade, and you are?
John Michael Greeley Jr.
Hey, can you send February down to the UPF over here? Yeah.
Mr. Cavatola, I have quite.
Yes, okay.
See, look. It was so nice. Already safe.
Right, first thing I have is a warrant out of Oro Valley for possession of paraphernalia and failing to appear in court. Looks like failing to appear a second time after you were released by pretrial services. Your next court date will be tomorrow at 10:30. Your bond is $250. And Richard Glenn is appointed to represent you on these charges. I don't have dates, I've just got times. So I need Oro Valley end date. So tomorrow, 12th, okay. All right. And I have 5 files for you out of Pima County Justice Court. I have charges from September the 23rd, from August the 15th for criminal trespass, September the 23rd related to that, a failure to appear. October 31st, reckless burning and resisting arrest. December 14th, reckless burning and criminal damage. December the 10th, shoplifting.
Yeah, I was on the district anyway.
November the 29th, shoplifting and criminal trespass with
It's every day.
failure to appear. Bond on these will be $500. Court date will be tomorrow at 1.
Okay.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to return to any of the incident locations.
Sit down.
Yes. Is there like there's a
No, you're almost up before court. Once you go to court, we'll push that part. You just have to be patient with them. I'm trying to sort of take back. I have to take sort.
That takes care of 2 jurisdictions. Then I have charges out of Tucson City Court. Current charges for reckless burning. Actually, these are from January the 17th. I have charges from December the 30th of 2024. 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count of indecent exposure. Failing to appear on January the 30th. And then you were in custody on December the 30th, given a court date of January the 30th, and didn't appear that date either. and charges for criminal trespass on October 2nd of last year. Failing to appear on October the 15th. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. You're not to go to those incident locations.
All right.
If you post the $500 bond, your court date is March the 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning in Tucson City Court. If you have not posted it, you'll be seen on video on the 21st. And suggest you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorneys. You've got 3 attorneys. You've got 3 different courts. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Go get up. Go out that door, get up the stairs, go to the mail. It's web.
Well, you're next.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Page Web.
Ms. Webb, I have several things here for you. Have a warrant out of Sarita.
What is that for?
Threats and intimidation, a case that goes back to 2018.
All I owed was a court fine on that, and it should have been dismissed. The last time that a judge looked at it, he said, if I see this in front of me again, I'm throwing it out.
All I have is the warrant dated October 10th of 2019. So.
Oh, so it's wrong. That's good.
We'll appoint Gary Grinkowitz to represent you on that. I'll reduce the bond from $1,000 to $500. Your court date will be a week from today at 3 o'clock. I also have DACA files here for you out of Tucson City Court. Charges from September 6th of 2019 for shoplifting. Looks like you never appeared in court on that. Charges from April the 19th of 2019. Looks like you were supposed to be doing some substance abuse counseling on this.
Your Honor, I've been sober for 5 years. around COVID, that's when I did, decided to get sober. So these charges are very old, and they're from when I was using and I was homeless then.
I'll terminate your probation on those. Looks like there may be still some fines due.
Okay, I'll take care of those.
Your court date, and this is going to be March the 24th at 9:30 in the morning on the shoplifting charge.
Okay.
You don't go back to 3200 North Oracle.
All right. I won't.
And bring proof of either substance abuse counseling or 12-step meetings or smart court hearings.
Yes, Your Honor.
Great. Thank you.
Is he finished?
Yeah.
All right, thank
Let's
you.
go stand up and go out the door, down the stairs, so females. Just, yeah. Go sit down on you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Amanda Nicovia.
Ms. Villa. Citation charging you with criminal damage and criminal trespass. Alleged occurred early this morning. I'll enter your not guilty plea at this time. Set a court date for March the 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to return to 543 East Speedway. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Villa.
Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on.
Arrington. Arrington. Does he know that fair? Yes, sir.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Shaquille Arrington.
Mr. Arrington, did counsel wish to waive reading?
Yes, please.
We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conviction?
Yes, Judge. Good evening. Brian Gant with the County Attorney's Office. Judge, I submitted a written request for $50,000 here. I didn't have a pretrial services report at the time that I did that. After seeing the pretrial services report, I think that that request is all the more warranted given his prior history. I would just point the court to that as well as the allegations here, which are quite disturbing. Thank you.
Your Honor, he's a lifelong resident of Arizona with ties to the community. He's also currently homeless and doesn't have the ability to pay any amount of bond. I'd ask you set the bond at $15,000.
Okay.
Preliminary hearing date is February the 21st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond is $35,000. If you post the bond, you'll be served in pretrial services. Beginning right this moment, you have absolutely no contact with ZW or the family of ZW. If you are released from custody, you need to comply with registration requirements within 72 hours of your release from custody. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And I strongly suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Arrington.
No, he said that the sheriff was decent.
Your Honor, please waive reading of the charges on this defendant as well.
Yes. They said it's been paperwork. Again, confirmation for judge. Most parents validated everybody.
Public Defender's Office to present on these charges. Yes, there are.
My name is Manny C.
And we'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. He's a 1 on the FTA and the NCA scale. He has no prior felony convictions. He's lived in Tucson for 26 years and has ties to the community. The allegation is a non-contact offense, but if the court would like him to reside where minors are not present, he does have a friend that he can live with. Based on the lack of criminal history, I'd ask that you release him to pretrial services. If the court's inclined to impose a bond, I ask that it be $5,000.
For the business, for the regional, for the tickets, the kids and business, also see what they say. Something we're going to be working on as well. I probably do that. And it's just an issue. But I need to come to these before to the room. So I'll work on it. I get people watch the room. Actually, that's 3 to 5. It's here.
There's a lot of background noise. Thank you. Mr. Yayo, we'll appoint
Yes, ma'am.
the office to represent you on these charges.
Yes, ma'am.
The hearing date is going to be February 21st at 1:30. Bond is $20,000. If you post the bond, you'll be distributed to pretrial services. Release include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, no internet usage, no contact with any minors without DCS approval. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of any school, park, or daycare facility. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Yayo.
Thank you.
All right, and then we're gonna go first. So it's we're gonna say right here. We're gonna say next one. We're gonna say next one.
What's that called?
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Kimberly del Tierra?
Ms. Botia.
Yes, ma'am.
In a complaint here charging you with possession of a narcotic drug.
Yes.
Nice and waste, that's it. Okay.
It appears that you are eligible or may be eligible to participate in a program called STEPS. What it requires is that you participate in and complete a treatment program that it's designed with your needs in mind. Could result in the charges being dismissed without any formal charge being filed. Did you wish to participate in that program? Ms. Maltira, did you wish to participate in that program?
Yes, ma'am.
Time waived for PH counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to release you to pretrial services on this matter. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You'll comply with steps. You won't have contact with your co-defendant except through legal counsel. You'll go back to Santa Rosa or Santa Rita Parks. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And other than in the course of treatment, I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. I have quite a number of other things here for you, so don't run away yet. I have charges that go back to October of 2022 for shoplifting along with failures to appear. Your next court date on this is going to be on March the 13th at 8:30 in the morning. You'll be released on your signature and promise to appear. Again, no alcohol, illegal drugs. You don't go back to the incident location, and you comply with steps. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I have charges out of Tucson City Court. I have current charges for possession of paraphernalia. And charges from March the 12th of 24 for possession of paraphernalia and failure to appear. Also looks like possession of prescription only drug. And 2 counts of paraphernalia. I also have a warrant on charges from 2022 where you were supposed to be doing some counseling and you didn't turn in the proofs and they set a hearing and you didn't show up at the hearing. I'll release you on these charges. Again, no alcohol or illegal drug. You need to comply with steps, and you need to bring proof of that compliance when you come to court on March the 11th. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Baltiera.
Thank you.
Okay, you got the door downstairs, same females. Orquez.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Mr. Borges.
Mr. Borges, I have a warrant here of Pima County Superior Court charging you with possession of narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia, and failing an indication of a failure to appear at an arraignment. Will appoint public defender's office to review on these charges at either counsel wish to be heard on conditions.
No.
An arraignment date will be March the 18th. That's a week from today at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Superior Court. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You'll look into getting a behavioral health and a substance abuse assessment and treatment under their supervision. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I also have several charges here for you out of Tucson City Court. Charges that go back to February the 2nd of last year for domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and domestic violence unlawful imprisonment. Looks like you were supposed to be in court on January the 16th. How can I be sure you're going to show up in court? You had a pretty big history of failing to appear.
I will show up for court.
Also charges for criminal trespass, resisting arrest and obstruction of a highway on September 29th of last year, failing to appear in court. And charges for criminal trespass that go back to 2022 with failures to appear. Your attorney does not represent you on these charges. Your attorney tells you you don't have to go to a court date. You still need to be in Tucson City Court on March the 13th at 9 a.m. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Felicia. You don't go near her residence. And again, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Good evening. I'm Judge Jane, and you, sir, are
Yeah, Boykin.
Mr. Boykin. Complaint charging you with possession of narcotic for sale, possession of narcotic, possession of dangerous drug for sale, possession of paraphernalia, and drug sales in violation of the pool zone. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. During there was a probation violation hold. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Yes, Your Honor, he's a 2 on the FTA scale. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. Pretrial services spoke with his mother, who indicated that she can provide housing and transportation to court. He has also no bond on the probation violation. I'd ask you set the bond in this matter at $10,000.
Preliminary hearing date will be February 21st at 1:30. Bond will be $15,000. If you post the bond, you'll be released to pretrial services. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or weapons. You don't return to the incident location.
Socks.
Also, a charges from October the 4th last year for 3 counts of assault, 1 count of criminal trespass, and 1 count of disorderly conduct. Unit put in on this is going to be a non-transport review on March the 21st. At 9 a.m. if you're out of custody, you need to appear. City Senator's office will represent you on these charges, at least while you're in custody. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not returned to Tucson Medical Center, except for emergency treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Boykin.
Boy, can go stand up. Bruce. Right.
Good evening, I'm Judge Jaden. Mr.
Antonio
Bruce.
Cruz.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Cruz, I have entered a complaint charging you with 5 counts of discharging a firearm in the city limits. Will appoint
Yes.
your office, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. He has no prior felony convictions. He's a 2 on the FTA scale. He's 19 years old, so he's relatively young. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. He's currently employed. Pretrial services spoke with his mom, who can provide housing and transportation to court. Based on the lack of criminal history and lack of significant failure to adhere of history, I ask that you would release him to pretrial services.
Anything further from the state?
Thank you, Judge.
Your preliminary hearing dates will be March the 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. You'll participate in monitoring and treatment under their supervision. That will include no firearms or weapons. If you have any other firearms, they need to be surrendered to the police department immediately. You'd have no contact with Damien except through legal counsel. You're not to return to the incident location. There's to be no firearms in your residence or vehicles. You're not to be anywhere that firearms are present. And you'll participate in a behavioral health assessment and treatment under the supervision of pretrial services. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go out the door, downstairs, so else. Yes. Valerie, big goal. Sit right here on this bench. We're just getting down with that. Oh.
This is mine. Wait.
There you go.
This
Stay
is
down there.
here.
They'll come here.
Right. Sit in this chair. That's good afternoon. Good evening.
These are big. Explain what will be back on why. I don't want shit on
I'm Judge Sayed, and you are
Valerie Rebecca Feingold.
Ms. Feingold, in a complaint charging you with aggravated shoplifting. Will appoint
Correct.
Attorney's office to represent you on these charges, and at either counsel wish to be heard on conditions.
No.
Your preliminary hearing date is March the 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Justice Court. You're going to be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. You'll participate in monitoring and treatment under their supervision. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You won't return to any Walmart stores. And you'll participate in a substance abuse assessment and treatment under the direction of pretrial services. Do you understand that?
I do.
Suggest that other than in the course of treatment, you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. All right, thank you.
Understood. Claire, please. Have a seat at the Pima.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit before you get released. Yes.
Good evening, I'm Judge Sayed, and you, sir, are
Rodolfo Jones.
in a complaint charging possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drugs, and possession of paraphernalia. will appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges, and at either counsel. Actually, Mr. Jones, it appears that you are eligible to participate in a program called STEPS that could result in dismissal of these charges prior to any formal charge. It's a treatment course that you would have to participate in and comply with for a relatively short period of time. Did you wish to participate?
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt, but with his priors, I'm not sure he's eligible for steps. I think he should just be set for a smart court hearing.
There's only one program now. It's all smart steps.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's way out from there. So did you want to see if you qualify for that program?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Counsel waive time.
Yes.
Preliminary. Your next court hearing is a week from today. That's Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning in Pima County Superior Court. That's your first steps hearing. Your preliminary hearing right now is set for March the 28th, 1:30. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't have any contact with your co-defendant except through legal counsel. You don't go back to Santa Rosa Park or Santa Rita Park. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, that takes care of one matter. I've got a couple of others here for you. The next thing I have is a warrant out of South Tucson. Charges that go back to September 2022. For shoplifting, it looks like you were supposed to be in court perhaps in early April and didn't appear. Your next court date on these is going to be 10 a.m. Your attorney doesn't represent you, so regardless of what your attorney says, you need to be in South Tucson City Court on February 25th. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to the store alleged to have been involved in this.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have charges for possession of prescription-only drugs, 2 counts of possession of paraphernalia from June the 27th, failing to appear on July the 10th. Your next court date on these is going to be March the 17th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You comply with your STEPS program and bring proof of that with you when you come to City Court on March 17th. Great, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
C1. Let's sit down right there for now. You can play. You can play. That's a part. I didn't say that. Let's sit down. But okay, right.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Amanda Pickens.
But go downstairs, sit down there, right? No, I can call the occupied, do that. Go take a bath.
Ms. Piggins, in a complaint charging with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, and possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint the Legal Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. It does appear that you may be eligible to participate in a pre-filing diversion program.
Okay.
Called STEPS, that will require you to participate in treatment that's designed to fit your needs for a short period of time. That could result in dismissal of the charges before they're formally filed. Don't do anything with Lapata, they just brought somebody else in. We can deal with it. Did you want to participate in that program?
Yes.
You're going to be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. Conditions for release include no alcohol or illegal drugs. You'll participate in any other monitoring or treatment that pretrial services determines is appropriate. Your next court hearing is February the 18th. That's a week from today at 9 o'clock in the morning in Superior Court. You need to be there and participate, or you're going to lose this opportunity. And as counsel waives.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date is going to be the 20th. Then your preliminary hearing date right now is set for March the 28th at 1:30. But your attorney will fill you in on that. I'd suggest that other than in the course of treatment, you don't discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Right? Thank you, Ms. Pickens.
Do I get to leave today?
Yes.
Next really good. Your paper.
Thank you.
And that's all I show.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
Oh, Maria Jose, I'm sorry I didn't notice you were up there. We could have excused you earlier.
No worries, Your Honor.
All
Have
right.
a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.